can get this back. All right, guys. So with that being said, first and foremost, right, I always like to start off this call in the best way possible. And the best way possible is for me to congratulate our 1K earners, the backbone of this actual company, right? You know what this is, right? We're talking about you making money on the efforts of yourself. We're talking about you making money on the efforts of others. And then we're talking about you having your money make money for you. In order to be able to do that, it has to start with you. And with it starting with you, I like to reward our 1K earners. I remember what my first check was like, getting my first $1,000 in the course of a week. It blew my mind. It let me know that anything was possible. Because if I can make 1,000, then I can make 10,000. If I can make 10,000, I can make 100,000. If I can make 100,000, yes, I can make $1 million. And there was a time in my life where, talking to me about millions, I couldn't fathom it. There was nobody around me that was saying millions. And to people who actually had the millions had to be greedy. They had to be the worst type of people in the world. And then I've just come to find out that this is the complete opposite. The people who are actually able to earn at such a high level are the ones that are most compassionate. They're the ones that are the most giving. They have to be of their time, because you have to make sure that others are successful around you if you're going to be successful. That is the key to life. Don't let anybody lie to you. So with that being said, guys, let me talk about who's successful here so far, right? I want to give it up, right? Because this week here, he blew it out the water in more ways than possible. I wish he was on this call to get this praise and to receive it, right, as it's being delivered. But it's Wilson Cruz with a $1,300 check, guys. Let's give it up for him. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now, you guys all know Wilson Cruz, right? You're talking about somebody that definitely on a daily basis struggles with a lot of different things. He struggles with his mental attitude. He struggles with the discipline to be able to do this. He struggles, right? And I don't hide those struggles, and I don't think he does either, but I want you guys to know as well, right? If he can do it, anybody can do it, right? You don't have to be perfect. You just got to get started, right? And now, since he's been getting started, he's on his way to 100K income, guys, right? And you'll watch him do it. Just as we start to increase each and every week, we will be able to celebrate him, right? And that was the only person to make a 1K check, or he made $1,300 this week. So I'm looking forward to next week being an even better week, and us just growing and making sure that we got more 1K earners on this call. Agreed? Agreed. All right. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, about duplicating yourself and others. One of the things that's been able to help me so far in life, right, and been able to help me grow in different ways, is the fact that I've been able to duplicate myself and others. There's 3 stages in life that I was taught, right? And, I just try to keep things simple, and I try to keep this inside of my mind. A is being able to demonstrate. 2 is being able to duplicate. And then 3 is being able to actually. So you got still 8 days. You got to forgive me, and also forgive Wilson. As long as we've been doing these calls, he still doesn't know how to control his environment. All right. So everybody forgive him. Forgive him in your heart, guys. All right. So with that being said, thank you for joining, Will. But the idea is there's 3 stages. It's to actually demonstrate, right? And you demonstrate each and every day by going out there, knocking those doors, putting the work in, seeing the results. And then you want to duplicate yourself. Duplication is not always something that everybody can do. But if you're able to duplicate yourself, then you are going to be able to earn at a high level. That's where you can take someone, bring them inside of this business, train them up in the way that they should go, so that they can actually start to earn money. You know the old saying, right? You teach a person, you go fish for a person, you only feed them that day, right? But you teach a person how to fish, and you feed them for a lifetime. And that's exactly what we do here. So we like to think that we're teaching yourself so that we can go on and become more for yourself. I had a lot of different calls with a lot of different people in these last few weeks right here, because we hold what's called virtual interviews, right? So I get face to face with a lot of people on a daily basis, whether I'm driving, whether sometimes I'm fresh out the shower, guys, and I'm running to go do a virtual interview. That's how important it is that I'm able to help people, and I'm genuine about it. So when I jump on a call and I'm speaking to them, I'm looking for people that I can duplicate myself in. I'm looking for people that I can take the best of me, right, and give all to them, give it all to them so that I can increase them and make them better. And that's a selfless thing to do. And I need for you guys to look at this as the same way, right? I need for you guys to think about the people that's inside of your life right now, the people that you can absolutely help to grow, to grow their income and grow their mindset as well, right? And I think that when you think about that person, you will respect them, you will admire them, but you bring them inside the company and know that you're bringing them in for the right reasons. And once you do bring them in and they start to actually produce, yes, then at that point, you're looking at a recruiter's credit, possibly them being your first employee inside of your company. So it's very important, guys, that you don't think about yourself today, but you think about yourself tomorrow, and then the next day, and then the next day. I don't think about who I am today. I think about who I'm going to be come the end of this year. I think about who I'm going to be the end of next year. I think about who I'm going to be in the next 5 years from now. And that excites me, guys. If you don't have a vision and a goal for yourself that way, then I would definitely say take some time out, paper and pen, make sure that you start to put it in. All right. So with that being said, duplicate yourself in others. And I'm talking about everything, not just your job. I mean, I'm talking about with your kids. I'm talking about with your mom. I'm talking about with your father. I'm talking about with your brothers, with your uncles, with the people that you meet at the post office, with the people that you meet in the store, you know, and you do that by simply setting the example, by holding yourself accountable to a higher standard. Right. So that's my rant this morning about making sure that you duplicate yourself, because I definitely think that it's the way to increase your income and increase who you are, and to possibly get yourself remembered for decades to come, for years to come, right? For forever, to be honest with you. So with that being said, let's get right into it, guys. Now, let's talk a little bit about the month of June and the highlights. This month right here has been an amazing month. I truly think that, you know, if it wasn't our biggest month in history, it definitely goes down as the one that's the most memorable to me. Why? Because I was able to take it back to the field to make sure, right, that we had the right systems in place. I think that we found the right systems in place. I think that we were also able to get a rejuvenated, a renewed spirit in what it is that we do, right? I watched the morale come up. I watched everybody get a chance to kind of deal with the fact that, hey, this is what I do, and here's the type of pride that I should carry with it, right? So that they can actually start to increase their income. I watch people make more sales than they've ever made before. And I watch people do it without them even knowing that they did it, right? Like a lot of guys this month made more sales than they've ever made this month, right? It's just they've been with the company, right, since starting. And they don't feel stressed about it. They don't feel overwhelmed about it. They honestly feel like they could have done more. Right. And that's a great place to be in. That means that you got steam in your engine. That means that you still got gas in the tank. That means that you're ready for takeoff, baby. And don't think that you're ready for landing. So with that being said, I just want to highlight a few of you guys, because you guys are amazing to me, and you guys are taking it and participating inside your own success. One of the first people that I want to congratulate, well, let me take it from the bottom. Let me take it from the bottom, guys. Let me try to highlight everybody. I was just going to highlight the ones that are, but I'm not going to do that. I want to make sure I highlight everybody. Everybody deserves some praise. Everybody came up within the program. So let me go back here. Let me go back. Let me find my notes. Okay, guys, so listen, first and foremost, I want you guys to give it up for Dion. Dion made 18 total sales this month, right? Now, by the way, I want you guys, there's levels to this, okay? So there's levels to clapping, right? You get some people who get the big dog.
All right, Dion.
Yeah. Some people get the big dog, right? And then you get some people who get the little dog, right? Because we want to make sure that we give them the energy, right? We see them, we acknowledge them, but we need them to do better, right? So we give them one of these, okay? Now, with 18 total sales, right? Definitely, absolutely. And by the way, it matches your best week here. I mean, matches your best month here, right? But we give them one of these, right? Because we see you, D. We want you to go harder, though. We want you to make it happen. We want to big dog claps. Damien, now it's joining. Please put your phone on mute. I should have muted everybody, but please put your phone on mute, Damien. Thank you for joining us, by the way, right? This call is for you, buddy, right? This call is for you. So with that being said, right, you got the big dog claps, And then you got the, hey man, listen, I see you. I want you to do better. Okay, cool. Right, that's one of these. So definitely give it up for Dion. No, his participation is uncanny. Why? Because I say that he's more like glue, right? He's more like glue. I can always look to him for anything anything that is needed. Anything that is needed. And that's an important part to play. Everybody wants to talk about the number one, but nobody likes to talk about the number two. Number twos are an important piece to the puzzle. And I definitely look at Dion as somebody that's a number two, if you haven't been told that. And number twos are superheroes too, by the way. Hey, you know what I'm saying? You know there was Batman. You know there was Robin as well. Sometimes Robin saved Batman ass, didn't he? You know, you remember. All right. So with that being said, right, then you got Ja Rule. Ja Rule came in the game last month with 1 week left inside of the field. He did a total of 7 sales last month in the month of May, right, when he came aboard, which we were impressed with that. Now, we know a lot of times people get inside this field and they're what's called all cap, right? What I mean by all cap is mean they talk a lot, but they don't do a lot. But not with this gentleman. He came to the field and he got busy, and I was thoroughly impressed. And though I've seen days where I've seen weeks where he start off good and then he tapers off in the end. He still gets the results, week over week. He always has something to contribute to himself and to this company. So I'm excited about Ja Rule. Ja Rule had an increase of 14. Ja Rule had an increase of 150% month over month and generated 19 total sales this month, guys. Can we give it up for Ja Rule? And we're going to go ahead and give him a big dog round of applause. Why? Because that man just came from 1 week left, 7 sales, on up to 150% increase month over month, guys. Give it up for him.
Here we go, Ja Rule. All right, Ja Rule.
The unfortunate part is Ja Rule is not on this call to understand how much we appreciate him, but hopefully he gets the message through each and every one of you guys. When you speak to him, let him know Quincy went all for you, King. Quincy went all for you, King. All right, because I believe in him. Ja Rule. Everybody, I keep thinking about the Ja Rule, the rapper, right? But he has a lot to live up to, not just with his name, but at this company here. So great job, Ja Rule. 19 total sales. On up, right? So now let's talk about somebody who did a total of 10 sales last month. Damien has been here right now. He's not for nothing, but he came in the game with no sales experience. Matter of fact, if you let him tell it, right, he was an introvert, somebody that couldn't talk to people, didn't like to talk to people, just really reserved into himself. And now after I meet him, I understand why. He's so intelligent that his conversation is not for everybody, to be totally honest with you. When you speak to him, you better know what you're talking about, right? And you better specialize in something, right? Because he's not for everybody. And I like that type of individual. That type of individual is my type of guy. So with that being said, right, I want you guys to know that Damien, who also, right, is our most valuable player, had the highest increase month over month. I want you guys to give it up for Damien, who did 27 total sales, which is an increase of 170%.
Way to go, Damien.
Great job, King. I hope that you guys can see. I hope that you guys can see that we want to make sure, man, that we highlight this gentleman right now. I also just allotted some time because I just wanted to make sure that if we can, and the reason why I left everybody off mute is because really for these individuals, I want to make sure that we take some time out and we hear from Damien at this point. Damien came in the game. He did not have any sales experience. I did not know if he was going to actually make it. Matter of fact, if you want to know the truth, it was Lamisha who told me, like, Damien's going to be the one. Damien's going to be the one. And, I didn't know. With all my years of experience, I didn't know. Right. So, but she was sure of it. She picked him over Edwin Santana, who was a lot more confident, cocky, cap. Right. And Damien just has stuck in there, hung in there, and become better. Now, by the way, Damien, when you get a chance to speak right now, because I know it's been no walk in the park for you. I know that it hasn't been without obstacles. Even talk about how your parents didn't want you to do this job. They wanted you to quit, right? Week over week, you got to have these conversations with them, letting them know, like, hold up, I'm a man and I can do this. And, what about me and how I feel? I want to do this. Like, let them know how hard you fought to be here. And now you're actually starting to reap the benefits months later. So it's about the people who's willing to pay now so that they can play later, guys. Pay now so you can play later. Don't play now and pay later. Don't do that, right? With that being said, guys, let's hear from Damien. What's yours, King?
Yeah. I don't even know where to, well, even what to say, honestly. At the start of this, it was kind of hard to grasp, but once I got used to it and stuff, I really enjoy this. I see how the Indian ins and outs of this job is, and I would actually like to enjoy doing this for a long term. As much as as much as I didn't really get things and didn't really learn know how to do this and that, I still pressed on and I still wanted to learn exactly how to do this, regardless of what my family told me. But once they saw these 5 and above sales I kept on getting every week, they stopped questioning me of getting another job, honestly.
Man, good for you. I mean, I didn't want to stop you, man, because you might not know what to say, but it was all profound, Damien. It was all profound what you just said, because we know. I mean, a lot of us have been through that on the call, and sometimes you just got to show your results. And especially with your parents, you got to show your results. They love you the most. They want the best for you. So when they tell you what to do, it's because they think they know what's best for you. But if you want to, if you want them to believe in you, then you got to show the results. So you got to do what's necessary, right, to make sure that you pull it out. And that's exactly what you did. And that's exactly why we value you here at this company. So I want you guys to be the first to see this. We're going to be awarding this to Damien this month here, which is this plaque here, right? That is solid crystal with the engravements of, I will read out. Bridge the Gap Marketing Most Improved Sales Award presented to Damien Josie, June 2021. So you'll get this today, Damien. Listen, I just
go, Damien. You the man.
This thing is pretty heavy too. But I just wanted to make sure that I had something, right, I had something to give you so that you guys can cherish, right, for not just now, but for years to come, to let everyone knows that, no, I've done sales before. Not only that, but, I was good at it, right? Now, you stay focused on it, and you're going to be able to say, I was great at it, right? I am great at it. Because once you're great at sales, this is a skill that can't be taken away from you, King. So congratulations. Thank you for your participation in your own success. We're excited to have you here. Hear it from me first, King. Woo-hoo-hoo. Guys,
There you go, Damien.
Great job. The next
you.
person that I want to highlight is somebody that I spoke on earlier. Again, I mean, we're going to have to hear his name, over and over on this call. Why? Because he's somebody that's dynamic. He's participating in his own success. And like I told you guys before, right? He's somebody that deals with a lot. He deals with a lot, just like Damien, he gets it from his family as well. You see how Damien gets it from his family? Wilson gets it from his family. He gets it from his family to hey, why are you doing this job? This job isn't best for you and all of that. And he has to see his way out of his home, inside of the car, working with guys, getting to the field, making sure that he keep his attitude the right way, and then deal with this customer and don't let that translate to the customer. So he is somebody that I really feel like is just a vault. Just a vault. I mean, he's sturdy. His emotional intelligence is starting to get so much more stronger. I'm proud of him. Why? Because he is going up, up, up. And this gentleman right here, he'll tell you when he came back into our life and came back to this company, I told him, I was like, man, listen, you're going to 6 figures. You're going to make the most money you've ever made. And I'm sure he's doubted me because there's been times, right, where it looks black, where it looks bleak. But I can tell you this right here, that I don't lie to anybody, not consciously, right? Not consciously, right? And I mean what I say, and I'm willing to work and participate in his success every day of the week. right? Whatever's necessary for you guys to win, I'm going to be there for it. So I just want to make sure that I take some time out right now. I want to highlight Wilson Cruz, who is absolutely our outstanding sales performer on our residential program, somebody that has withstanded the test of time. He hasn't been doing this not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but 7 and 8+ years now doing door to door. He is now what I would consider to be a veteran, somebody that knows more, that knows more than most people, and is now ready, embarking inside the challenge of trying to duplicate himself in others. And that means giving the best of him to you guys, right? So I want to open up the floor because I would like to hear from Wilson Cruz. And by the way, y'all know he taking home the iPad, right? Y'all know he taking home. He's taking home the iPad, right? Got it right here for you, big dog, right? Got it right here for you, right? This is it. This for you, big dog. This for you, big dog. So I just want to say congratulations, but I also want to make sure that we hear from you today, Wilson, because it's important, man, that we hear from the guys who are actually showing and proving. Those who can't shouldn't criticize those who can. And I like to hear from people who can, right? So Wilson, the floor is yours. Anybody know if anybody know if he's Wilson, if you can hear me, you're stuck on mute. Guys, give him a few more seconds. I'd rather not move on without hearing from Wilson this morning. It's important. He's done such an amazing job this month.
He's having a problem, Q.
I'm sure. I'm sure. All right. So he won't be able to, he won't be able to speak.
But he's trying to fix it.
All right, guys. You guys okay with giving Wilson a minute or so here? Thank you, Damien. Guys, I will take some time, right, to just let you know. But these calls, right, these are just calls. And
Because he's having an issue. He can't speak.
Okay, understood, right? One of the best things about these calls, right? I will take this time, right, to just kind of to make sure that I give some insight on certain things, and this is inside of the training as well, right? Just make sure that you're in a controlled environment for these calls. You know, you never know if I'm going to ask you to share things, and right, and each and every one of you guys have wisdom. You know what wisdom is? Wisdom is an asset. It's not a liability. It's an asset. It's something that you should appreciate. It's something that I can truly see, right? And though you may not be able to see it, but when people talk and they giving wisdom, I like to be able to take it and capture it. And I know that Wilson has a lot of wisdom, but you know, he won't be able to share. So we're missing out today. So please just make sure you're inside of a controlled environment, giving the respect to others so that if they call on you, you can actually speak and then you can deliver as well. These are all things that's going to make you more of a high valued person, more of a respectable person, and not for nothing, but the type of person that people are going to want to hear from. So with that being said, guys, that does it for Wilson, right? I just want to make sure that I do show you guys what else. Now, Wilson had a total, guys, of 42 sales this month. Now, I just want to say congratulations, right? This is somebody, now, by the way, Wilson is somebody that he teeters on 32, 31, 27, you know, he teeters on their sales. Now, you know, last month it was 37 total sales, if I am correct, right? And I want to make sure that I get this correct. Give me good, so. Yeah, last month he had 37 total sales. This month he showed an increase and went to 42 total sales. So I will be awarding Wilson this plaque here from us all, Top Achiever Award. You'll notice a little bit heavier, a lot heavier than, right, than the most improved award. But this is an award that I want you to make sure that you're on display, Wilson, right? Because you earned it, King. You put yourself in that position, and now this is what it gets you. And I want everybody to know that you're a champion. I don't want anybody to downplay you or downplay your success. And trophies do that. So accept this trophy on behalf of us because you have earned it, King. Great job. All right, guys. Now, with that being said, I want to talk a little bit about business, right? Business, we did not have a ramp up for. We didn't have a contest for this month right here, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody that month over month that just exceeds expectations, truly exceeds expectations. I think all of you guys see it. You see it. One of the best things that we could have done was we implemented that Telegram group where everybody could see each other's sales. This way, you know, we can all be proud of one another. You see that there's no backbiting. That energy is nothing like it. It's unmatched inside of sales, right? We don't have this crab in a bucket mentality. We got this, hey, go get them mentality. And with that being said, she is somebody that always, I mean, usually she's the first sale of the morning, to be honest with you. Why? Because B2B is an early program. But, you know, you're talking about dealing with business owners. You're talking about giving the runaround. You're talking about having a whole lot of follow-ups. You're talking about somebody, right, that our top tier on a weekly basis is 5 sales, right? So you can tell that it's more difficult, right? These isn't wham, bam, thank you, ma'am sales. This is cultivating. It's a lot of conversations. And week over week, month over month, and all year long, she has just been consistent, killing the game on B2B. She did a total of 26 total sales this month, right? And it is Lamisha P. Anderson, guys. Give it up.
Way to go, Queen.
Woo, woo, woo. You know, I gave a special one on that one, right? Because I know how hard she works, right? I know. And then you're talking about somebody that makes sure that you know, I eat every night, guys. She coming home to cook every night, right? And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate that because she works damn hard, and she doesn't look for the easy way, right? And as much as she doesn't look for the easy way, she does not understand how much better it makes her. And some of the time I just think to myself, I can't wait to get her to start to duplicate herself, because now we're at that stage where we need to duplicate ourselves. And once she starts to duplicate herself, you know, she's already a 1K earner. I mean, a 100K earner. That's a fact, Jack. But the idea is that once she gets a chance to duplicate herself, imagine what that's going to be like. Right. And so I want to take some time, and I just want to hear from her because her challenges are a bit different, but she still has challenges. Do you guys see the common theme with all these people? They have challenges, but they overcome them. So it is very unique and very special here what we're doing. I would just like to take some time and hear from Lamisha P. Anderson. The floor is yours.
Okay, well, for me, it's just like what I said on the call earlier. I just got to be hungry. And every day I just wake up with a hungry mentality. I don't know. I really love what I do, and I have a big vision as to where I want to put the money that we're making. So it doesn't matter who I'm working with or if no one is working with me. It's like the goal still remains the same. I just have to make it. If I'm home and I can't make it to the field, I'm making calls, and I keep that hunger alive.
You sure do. You sure do. Listen, again, I didn't want to cut you off because everything that when I hear a producer speak, it's all profound to me. I listen to top performers. You guys know I start this call off with people that I respect and admire. And I'm just happy to be at a company and building a company with people that I absolutely respect and admire. So as well as Wilson, she will receive the Top Achiever Award for B2B sales. Outstanding performance, Lamisha P. Anderson, Top Achiever. This can set on your wall. This can set anywhere you like it to, so that people can know that you are a top performer and you have outstanding sales performance skills. All right, guys, give it up for Lamisha. Now, guys, one of the best things about this month, right, is that this new month that we're in is the fact that it's a new month. It's a new month. And it's not about what we did last month. It's about what we're excited to do this month. It's about what we're fired up to do this month. This is important, right? Because we're already off to a good start, right? Somebody who's not on here that I can think of is Terrence, but he had two sales yesterday. Coming out the gate, right? Just putting putting him in a position where he's definitely going to be able to break the bank this month and come up. Now, I'm a firm believer that you can't improve until you measure, right? So that's exactly why I took this time out to measure everybody's success and measure their steps. I'm not doing anything that you can't do. I can tell you now, you got a back office right inside of Optics, each and every one of you. You can log in, you can put in month to month, and then look at your success. This way you can know exactly what you're doing. It's important, guys, that you guys put the professional back in what it is that you guys do. I can tell you right now, just from being on this call, but it's just myself, Lamisha, and my mom who actually have their cameras on, which indicate to me that none of you guys are prepared this morning, and hopefully this call fires you up. But you're not so fired up. You're not as fired up as you could be, because if you was truly fired up, you would have your cameras on. You would be, hey, Q, I want to see you. You need to see me. I'm fired up. You don't understand. I'm coming for it, right? Because the award is going to go to the person, man, who really can process the issues and take it further, right? And right now, you guys know we have a commitment to being the best that we possibly can be. You can't be the best you possibly can be if you can't even turn your cameras on in the morning. If this is too early for you, my God, right? It's already 10 a.m. Been to the gym. I done done conference calls. I done spoke with my entire team, made sure that I had a virtual interview already for the morning, right? And and a few other things, to be totally honest with you. But I say all this to you because, again, we are high performers here. This is a performance-based company. We are performance-driven. So let's make sure that we understand that, and let's go forward. I'll be in the field today, so I'm super excited. We're going to close out the week strong. We already got 37 sales on the week, right? Which indicates to me that we could possibly break 60 sales this week. And I'm excited to say that because I know exactly what type of firepower we got. You don't think I know what Dion is capable of now? You don't think I know what Damian is capable of now? You don't think I know what I'm capable of? You don't think I know what Wilson is capable of? You don't think I know what Lamisha P. Anderson is capable of now, right? So, guys, I just want you guys to know and to understand, right, that we know what you're capable of. Let's get it. I'll speak to you guys all next week. I look forward to it. Thanks, guys.